Good morning, Periscope. How you doing? It's Belina. Today I'm talking about secondhand smoke. Yeah, y'all know what that is, secondhand smoke. That's the smoke you inhaling because somebody else is smoking a cigarette around you. When I was young growing up, my mother smoked all of our lives. She smoked all of my daughter's life. But it just so happened my daughter was born with asthma. She didn't develop it over the years. When I was 21 years old, I lost my voice for about 2 weeks. I just thought I was hoarse because I suffered with my tonsils and stuff, or that I was catching some kind of cold, until I went to my daughter doctor, and he said to me, Belina, come sit on the table. And when I sat on the table, he said, you know you wheezing, how long you been talking like this? I said, 2 weeks. So he said to me, don't you know it only takes 3 minutes for your lungs to shut down? So I'm like, what are you talking about? How did I get asthma? I thought you can only be born with asthma. He said, no. Somebody around you is smoking. I was 21 years old. Good morning. So I didn't think nothing of it. I went home, didn't tell my mother anything. I just took the asthma pumps, did what I had to do, good morning, and kept life going. But as I got older, my asthma got worse. And it got worse. And then my primary care physician said to me, Belina, you keep on wheezing, good morning, because you're around somebody that is smoking cigarettes. It's called secondhand smoke. So I went to my mother, I went to my family. Good morning. I said to them, listen, I can't be around y'all if y'all can keep on smoking cigarettes. So what my mom would do is she would hold her hand out the window if I came down to a birthday party or came to my sister's house or came to her house. And I said, no, I can't do this. So then I was told, well, you can't tell me what to do in my house. So I made a decision to say, you know what, you're right. But since I'm grown, I don't have to come to your house. And that's when my asthma began to get better, because I refused to let anybody take me out because of secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is a monster. It's more dangerous than the person that's smoking the cigarette, because you're not even smoking, but you're inhaling those bad fumes. Listen, I know young women that got kids, and they're always saying to me, Belina, I don't know why my child constantly staying sick, my child constantly wheezing, I don't know what's going on. The first thing I say out of my mouth is your child around somebody that is smoking? And as soon as they say, yeah, back, listen, it's the cigarette smoke. And some of them say to me, well, it's their father or it's their grandmother. Okay, well, love your child enough, because evidently you don't love yourself enough to ask them to stop smoking around you. So love your child enough to say to them, listen, you have to stop smoking those cigarettes, because my baby, your grandchild is constantly getting sick. Your grandchild has bronchitis. Bronchitis will turn to asthma, people. Listen, secondhand smoke is not good for you. If you, and the funny thing is this, we will subject ourselves to that. Every last one of my brothers and sisters now, I think, except for probably my little sister, we all have breathing problems. We all have breathing issues because we was around secondhand smoke. My mother has emphysema now because she would not listen that you got to put them cigarettes down. Now, don't get me wrong. My mother put those cigarettes down, and then she picked them back up when my brother came to her and told her that he had HIV, and he tested positive for the virus that can give him AIDS. And she picked the cigarettes back up, and that's when it became a monster. It was so bad. My mother could smoke 2 and 3 packs of cigarettes a day. But when they finally told her about this emphysema, it knocked her for a loop. People, listen, secondhand smoke is not good. Please, please listen. You got to want to love yourself enough. If somebody reach out to hug me, and I get a whiff of cigarette smoke, I do not let them hug me. And I say to them, you can't hug me. You got cigarette smoke all over your clothes. That's secondhand smoke you inhaling, people. Women have it in their hair, their real hair, and they weave. You can smell secondhand smoke. You can smell that somebody just got finished smoking when they come around you. They can say they didn't, but you can smell it. And people act like it's not a big deal. Okay, the other day some guy said to me, well, you know, we all going to die from something. Damn it, I ain't going to die from secondhand smoke. Okay? And why would you even say something stupid out your mouth like that when you don't even understand? You got your own children that you're smoking around. Then when your children grow up and start smoking, then you have an issue with that. I wonder where they got that from. They got it from you? They got it from somewhere. Stop it. You can smell cigarette smoke on people. It ain't that I just have a sensitive nose and that I just smell everything and I make people sick because how you smell that? She make me sick smelling everything. Well, you know what? I need to make you sick. I need to make you so sick that you get sick and tired of me messing with you that you will stop smoking those cigarettes. Cigarettes is a monster. Cigarettes will hurt the people that you say you love. Cigarettes will hurt your children. Cigarettes will hurt your grandchildren. Women, if you want to know if your man smoking, if he babysits your kids and everything, all you got to do is just wait for your child to get sick. Your child has developed this cough from nowhere and they got to be on an asthma machine, a nebulizer, because of the cigarette smoke. No 3-month-old, 4-month-old, 5-month-old, 6-month-old baby should have to go on the oxygen tank. Let me tell you something. 5 years of my daughter's life, her first 5 years, because her asthma was so bad. And like I said, she was born with asthma. It was so bad. I don't know if the cigarette smoke that I inhaled contributed to that. I don't know. Nobody never told me that, but she was born with asthma. My daughter's first 5 years of her life, I thought she was going to die. Every month, my daughter was under an oxygen tent because she could not breathe. But as she got older now, in hindsight, I think about my mother smoked around my daughter. So even though my daughter was born with the asthma, my mother helped to keep it going on. So then my daughter's asthma calmed down. Then on her 19th birthday, I woke up to give her birthday gift, and she woke up with this raspy voice. I said, get up and go to the doctor, you're wheezing. She said, but mommy, I haven't wheezed since I was 11 years old. No, but you're around your grandmother, you're around your aunts and uncles who smoke cigarettes. You got to get up and go to the doctor now because you're wheezing. Listen, cigarette smoke is damaging. Secondhand smoke is no joke. If you're watching me, if you view this video and you're smoking, please think about what I'm saying. It only takes 3 minutes for somebody's lungs to shut down. And no asthma pump is going to open their lungs back up. Listen, people are dropping dead with asthma attacks. If my allergy acts up too bad, my asthma will trigger off. I have a preventive pump I carry in my pocketbook. I will have that pump for the rest of my life because I do have asthma. I'm not silly. I'm not dumb. I carry my pump wherever I go. I let people know my pump is in my pocketbook. If I tell you I'm wheezing, you got the permission to go in my pocketbook and get my pump and give it to me. I walk around with my pump because asthma will take you out of here. Asthma will kill you. Please, women, men, if you got children, somebody smoking around your kids, you got to talk to that person. You got to distance yourself from that person. You got to give that person an ultimatum. Listen, you got to stop smoking. Don't tell me you smoke outside, then you come back inside. You bring a secondhand smoke back in my house. You got to love your child enough to want your child to breathe. You got to love your child more than you love yourself, because evidently if they're smoking around you, you don't love yourself enough to stop them from smoking. And you can't stop nobody from smoking. You can only ask them. But give them the asthma stories. Give them the bronchitis stories. Let them know how you up all night with your child because your child can't breathe. Your child whistles when they sleep because asthma got a funny whistle when you sleep. And a baby can't help themselves. A baby can't defend themselves. Mother, put on your gloves. Put on your shoes. Put up your dukes. You got to fight with this secondhand smoke. We got to stop this. It's too many children in the ERs, too many children in these primary care physician offices because of smoke, because of cigarette smoke. And if your doctor is real to you, he will tell you what the cause of your asthma is, especially if you come there enough. Secondhand smoke is no joke. Stop it. I developed asthma when I was 21 years old. I had bronchitis all my life. My doctor said it turned over to asthma. I was 21. I have a brother who is a year younger than me. He just developed wheezing like about 2 years ago. He did not understand when I said to him, that's because we inhaled all that smoke. They used to think I was being mean. I was not being mean. I love me. I love myself. It's enough pollution in this world that I have to breathe in. I don't need to be taking in second-hand smoke. Go do your research. The guy that played Superman, the first Superman, I forgot his name. His wife died from second-hand smoke. She's never smoked a day in her life. She died from second-hand smoke. Go do your research. The first Superman, I forgot his name, his wife died from secondhand smoke. Christopher Reeve's wife died from secondhand smoke. It's real, people. And don't say it can't happen to you. Don't say it can't happen to your child. It only take a minute, 3 minutes for your child lungs to shut down. 3 minutes for our lungs to shut down. Wheezing is no joke. Asthma is no joke. When I get an asthma attack, it knocks me off my feet. When I get an asthma attack, I can only go from work to home, back to my house, and lay down in my bed. When I get an asthma attack, I have to take extra medication. That's not fun. That is not fun. Until they got my allergy under control, I was taking 3 pills a day. I was on a pump 4 times a day. And the first thing my doctor said to me was, which was an allergist, if you lose some weight, you come off all this medicine. Not if I stay away from people that smoke cigarettes, because I already did that. So once I lost the weight, I learned to love myself. I transformed my mind, my body got right. Now I just have the preventive pump that I take. People, secondhand smoke is no joke. Love your children enough, love yourself enough to not want to be around people that is smoking. Love them enough. Love them enough. Love yourself enough. Take a stand today. Let's stop all this inhaling secondhand smoke. Let's stop all this. I'll tell a joke in a minute. Ew, get away from me. You've been smoking. No, I wasn't. Yes, you was. I can smell it. I have no problem with telling somebody that because I value the breath I take each time I take it. I value the air I breathe. Some toxins I can't help because pollution is in the air. But secondhand smoke, I can help that. I do not have to be around that. Your children do not have to be around that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And what happens is when they put the cigarettes down, some people are gaining weight because they have to pick up another habit. Well, let them pick up a habit and become big as Fat Albert if they want to. Let them do it, okay? Long as your child and yourself is not being affected by the secondhand smoke. And you want your friends and your families and loved ones to live longer. So, Periscope family, I hope somebody get wind of this. I hope somebody sees this because secondhand smoke will take you out of here. Secondhand smoke will take you out of here. Periscope family, have a God great day on purpose, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.